guys. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I know it's been forever since I made a video and blah blah blah, but yeah, I promise to be making more. I just PCS'd up here to Fort Worth, so if you guys are up in this area, hit me up. We'll make videos together, whatever we need to do. But yeah, so the point of this video today is to help some of you guys who are thinking about joining the reserves. If you guys are about to enlist, helping you guys make that decision from active duty to reserves. So one reason why you shouldn't join the reserves is because of your family. Don't join the reserves because your mom, your brother, your sister, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever, want you to stay close to home. Don't do it. It's a big world out there. Explore. If you're gonna go active, might as well hit up San Diego if you're not from California. If you are, maybe you'll go to Okinawa, whatever, but don't do it because of them. It's your life. Make sure it's part of your plan that you want to do in life, that it's your life, that you have everything set up the way you want to, not the way your family wants it. Now, I know how it is to break your mama's heart, but don't do it. It means that much more you coming back on leave to come visit them. Much more. I know you're gonna miss your family. I know you're gonna do whatever, but yeah, make sure you're doing it for you. That's very important in my belief. Now, look, I wrote my notes. I gotta look at them. Now, number 2 is make sure you know that you're not gonna come back from the schoolhouse with full benefits, the full GI Bill or whatever. Pretty much what's gonna happen is that once you come back from the schoolhouse, you're gonna rate what's called the TRICARE Select, and it's for the reservists, and it only works pretty much while you're at drill. So while you're conducting military business, you're covered, but pretty much once you get out into the civilian world, all that goes away. Now, you can get TRICARE Prime. It's just gonna come out of your pocket. It is cheaper because you're a military member and everything, so that is a bonus. Just make sure you know that once you come back and you try to go to the doctor for some reason and you get a big medical bill, just know you don't have health insurance. Now, when it comes to the GI Bill, when you come back, you rate I don't know what it's called, you rate like a partial GI Bill, and it's for the reserve. Now, you are able to get the full GI Bill. However, you get it after a certain amount of active duty days. So let's say that active duty days is 180. Sounds easy enough. However, if you think about it, you only have 2 weeks in the summer, give or take, and then 2 drills a month, give or take. Not drills, but 2 days a month, and 180 days. So pretty much you're not going to rate it until after a couple of years, unless you do ADOS, so active duty orders. However, those still are very hard. Now, if you're in Texas, I'm not sure about other states, you rate something called the Hazelwood Act, and the Hazelwood Act will pretty much pay for all your college. However, it's the same thing as the GI Bill. You only rate it after so many amount of active duty days. Now, Now they don't count like your training days, as in like while you're at boot camp, MCT, schoolhouse. They don't count that. It's once you hit the fleet, or I call it the reserve fleet, even though, yeah. Just make sure you know that, because that means you're gonna have to figure out a plan for school. You're gonna have to do whatever. Which brings me up to number 3 is school. So when you come back from the schoolhouse, you pretty much have 2 options: go to school, work. Now I came back, I didn't do any of those. I honestly didn't really think about it because I enjoyed my time at the schoolhouse, that I was active and everything, that everything was taken care of. That is not the case once you come back. You come back and you're pretty much just sitting at home, not doing anything. Make sure before you enlist into the reserves, or if you're at the schoolhouse, whatever, make sure that you have a job to come home to, that it's taken care of, so once you come back you pretty much pick up from where you left off. Or if you're not going to go to school, if you're not going to go to work, make sure you go to school. That if you're at the schoolhouse, since you're not going to get the full GI Bill, make sure you're applying to scholarships, grants and all that. Make sure, like, if you enlist, make sure you talk to a school advisor or your school counselor that you're going to enlist into the Marine Corps, and that you plan on coming back, and that you plan on, you lay out your plan. Just make sure you come back to something. Don't be wasting your time at home, not collecting anything, just being a bum. I recommend, if you do come back, staying with family for a little bit until you hop on your feet, unless you do have everything set up. I'll let my phone lock again. Alright. So, number 4 is, if you're thinking about switching to active, just know it's very difficult. If you're thinking about going from reserve to active, it is very difficult. I don't know why the Marine Corps does it. It makes more sense if someone wants to go active, that they should, rather than having to train someone through boot camp. However, I don't know. Just know that you're pretty much looking at it like a 1 in a million shot. And if you do have a shot, just know you have a great career planner. However, there is something called active reserve, which is what I am, and you're active duty. However, you're only going to get stationed at reserve stations. So they have them all over the world, so if that's good for you, do it. It's not that bad. Just know that the difference between an active duty fleet unit and a reserve station unit is the amount of Marines and the amount of work. At the fleet, you're probably going to have 100 Marines. You're going to have hands, you're going to have manpower, everything. At a reserve station, you're probably only going to have, at most I've seen was 15. So you're not going to have that much. And the work doubles. So just know that. Yep, pretty much it. Those are pretty much my reasons why you shouldn't join the reserves. There's a lot of reasons why you should. I personally liked my unit at the reserves. That might be another thing. Make sure the unit you plan on going to, the unit right by your house or wherever they're going to send you, make sure it's someplace you want to be for the next 6 years, because you're constantly be coming in and out from there. Make sure that's the place you want to be, and the MOS you want to do. Make sure that's going to help you out in the civilian world, whatever your great plan Just figure out your plan. That's pretty much what it is, and that's going to help dictate from if you want to go from active or reserve or active reserve, whatever. Figure out what you want to do. So yeah. Anyways, I helped some of you guys out. I hope I didn't sound too boring. I'm tired. So yeah. Anyways guys, so please subscribe. I plan on making more videos. Not like just me ranting on like this. Just more videos, challenges. Hit me up with those challenges if you want me to do something. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys like, subscribe, and I'll check y'all next time.